First, when I met our Honorable Chief Minister, when he used to come to Raj Bhavan, very infrequently, I always insisted for a good government hospital setup. Recently, you have noticed the tuberculosis cases, and even some of the media you have noticed there is no any even saline stands in some of the hospitals, and ICU setup I have gone and seen, and even the highest office, I have to say the director of the government hospital is going and getting admitted in a private hospital. Even the politicians are not taking the government hospitals. Why? My aim is, as a doctor, I have seen people suffering. And the major problem is, even during the pandemic period, I wrote so many letters saying that the people should have the best treatment. They should not be best treatment should not be, that's the right of each and every citizen. That is lacking here, I can say that, because, and another thing, education. This is the state which had the premier institutions, great stalwarts, teachers. But when I visit the universities, this is a basic right of a child to get good education, and that is the investment for the future. So most of the institutions, the teaching faculty, non-teaching faculty, vacant. Hostels are not in a good position. Children are suffering. You would have seen even recently, some the food poisoning is more, and even the situation of hostels. So even though I see more number of problems, my focus is on education and education in and hospitals, and also safety for women. See, these also are problems which are more concern for me.
Ma'am, I would like to ask you one question. You said that you didn't wanted this bitterness to continue in terms of the humiliation of the office that is going on with the government. What is your advice to the government as to what steps they can take to ensure that this kind of bridge is this kind of there is no such bitterness continuing? And one more thing, ma'am, since 3 years you have taken up many activities. Is there something that you want to do more for the state? Is there something in your desire that you'd like to take up for the state?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very good question.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, the reach out should not be from one side, no. Actually, whatever may be, whenever the good relationship with the highest officers, the people will be benefited. I am very confident that I am in the public life for more than 25 years, and because I am a doctor and I am from a political family, and I could reach out the problems in a much better way, and I have some suggestions for solving the problems. So when there is a good relationship between the highest officers, the interaction will be benefited by the people, will be beneficiary to the people. So, but I don't know how to, whether citizens' problems are solved. First citizens' problem how to solve, I don't know. And as you said, I want all the universities. I always say when I talk to the vice chancellors, the Telangana university should top the country, but more to do for the universities. The younger generation are with dreams. When we conducted a program, essay competition, actually my eyes were with tears when I saw some of the Sulabh children, some of the people, farmers, poor farmers' children, with the parents they came to receive the award. So it gave an opportunity. So the people, the children, the youngsters want to perform, want to grab the opportunities. But what opportunities we are giving? Kindly, I want to inform the government, please concentrate on the universities, concentrate on them, concentrate on the teaching faculty. That is the investment on the future. So immediately if I want to do something, I want to improve the government hospital, because that's the last hope of the poorest and poor, and the teaching institutions, it should be improved.
మేడం నమస్తే మేడం, నా పేరు ఫసియుద్దీన్, సాక్షి పేపర్ నుంచి. సో మీరు గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి వివక్ష ఎదుర్కొంటున్నారు, డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ ఎదుర్కొంటున్నారు అని చెప్తున్నారు. మేము కూడా చాలా వార్తలు రాసినాం, చాలా బాధాకరమైన విషయం అది. సో సిమిలర్గా మీరు రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం, రాష్ట్ర ప్రజల మధ్య వారధిగా మీరు చాలా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేశారు, చాలా చొరవ తీసుకున్నారు. సో రీసెంట్ 1 ఇయర్ నుంచి కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం తెలంగాణ మీద చాలా వివక్ష చూపుతుందని ఒక టాక్ ఉంది. సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ సో తెలంగాణలోని కాళేశ్వరం లాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్ కానీ, పాలమూరు రంగారెడ్డి లాంటి ప్రాజెక్టుకు, ఇంకా నల్గొండ జిల్లాలో యాదాద్రి థర్మల్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్ నిర్మిస్తున్నారు 4000 మెగావాట్స్. అది కంప్లీట్ అయితే తెలంగాణలో పవర్ సమస్య అనేది దాదాపు ఒక 20 ఇయర్స్ వరకు రాదు. ఈ కాళేశ్వరం లాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయితే దాదాపు కొన్ని లక్షల ఎకరాలకు సాగునీరు వస్తుందని ప్రభుత్వం అంటుంది. ఇది సడన్గా దాదాపు ఒక 6 మంత్స్ నుంచి ఆగిపోయినాయి ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అన్నీ. ఆర్ఈసీ, పిఎఫ్సి నుంచి వచ్చే లోన్స్ కేంద్రం ఆపేసింది. సో కొన్ని రాష్ట్రాల విషయంలో రిలీఫ్ ఇచ్చింది, ఎఫ్ఆర్బిఎం సంబంధించి ఏపీ కానీ కొన్ని రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఎఫ్ఆర్బిఎం దాటి వాళ్ళు లోన్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు. సో మన తెలంగాణకు సంబంధించి మీరేమన్నా సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్తో చొరవ తీసుకొని ఈ లోన్స్ రిలీజ్ చేయడం కానీ, ఇవి ఇట్లాంటి కొన్ని పెండింగ్, ఇంకా రీఆర్గనైజేషన్ యాక్ట్లో కూడా చాలా హామీలు ఇచ్చి ఉన్నారు. మీరు గిరిజనుల విషయంలో చాలా చొరవ తీసుకుంటున్నారు. మనకు రాష్ట్రంలో గిరిజన యూనివర్సిటీ ఏర్పాటు చేయాల్సి ఉంది. రీఆర్గనైజేషన్ యాక్ట్లో గవర్నమెంట్ హామీ కూడా ఇచ్చింది. సో ఇట్లాంటి విషయంలో మీరేమైనా చొరవ తీసుకొని ఇవి కంప్లీట్ ఇవన్నీ సాధ్యమైతే యావత్ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం బెనిఫిట్ పొందుతుంది. సో మిమ్మల్ని కూడా ప్రజలు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారు.
ఇట్స్ ఎ వెరీ గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్. I will answer that. For that only there should be a good relationship, and I will narrate on experience. Recently we had a Southern Zonal Conference. I attended the conference as a Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. 75% of the problems which was added in the agenda was pertaining to Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Home Minister was there to solve the problems. It was instant solving. I really lauded our Honorable Home Minister for making arrangements for such a program. All the chief ministers were there, all the officials were there. But why the chief minister not attending it? Honorable Home Minister is there to deal the problems. What is the problem with you? So, the way you should deal it, there was an open forum, open invitation for them. All officials were there, were willing to take the agenda. Whether Polavaram or the employment problem, even it was said that even after partition 88 years since, so many problems were unsolved. There was a forum organized by the central government. Honorable Home Minister was sitting in the chair like that. Come on, ask, what is the problem to be solved? Chief Ministers, I demanded something from Tamil Nadu Chief Minister openly, because they are adjacent states. Governors are not attended, are not invited. Only Lieutenant Governor, as a capacity of Lieutenant Governor. But I could observe, because it's a South Zonal Conference. What is the problem for you? So why you are not using that opportunity? Then why are you not having a good relationship with the central government so that you can get things done? Then immediately you will tell, we as a governor, we are only constitutional heads. If at all, that's what I am telling, if something is disclosed to me, even now flood situation, even whatever may be, I am informing and I am writing to the Chief Minister. You are telling about the problem solved. As a chancellor, and when I visited the universities, I have written letter to the Chief Minister. These are the problems. After Bazara inspection visit, I told some suggestions. But if it would have followed that, you wouldn't have faced some of the problems consequently faced. I wanted the children to be taken care of, they are depressed. even some councillors should be appointed. So many things I have written. So this should not be a blame game for, according to me. For every state, central assistance is there, and a good relation should be there. And why as I said, in the Southern Zone Conference, when there are opportunities to interact, why it is not, that opportunity is not used by the governments? That is my question. I am not an elected representative, but why elected representatives are failing in their duties? I cannot talk like a politician, but politics is everywhere. But when it should be discussed or informed, I should. Because this is my experience which I faced recently.
Ma'am,
hello.
A follow-up to that question, because you've been telling how Home Minister spoke in the South Zonal.
No, that's what I am telling. There are ministers, there is a forum for the central and state government to talk. There is a forum, there is a system. Governor is only can act as a catalyst. Governor, as you, day before yesterday also somebody spoke in the assembly, governor went to flood, what happened to the central assistance? Before asking, I went there. I went there, and within my capacity as a Red Cross chairman, we rendered help immediately. Some of the organizations came forward, and definitely my visit was benefited. The people were benefited by my visit, I can boldly say. But I am not in the government, no, I can sanction. They were asking me a twin bedroom house. Where is the twin bedroom house? They were asking me, can I sanction that? No, only elected representatives can do that. So there is a forum for everything. So there is a system for everything. Let the governments follow, whatever may be, even the central or state. It's a federal setup. That federal relation should be there, no. If there is no relationship with the government and the Raj Bhavan, and no relationship between the central government, politics is politics. Now, it is not that all central government supported states all are same party ruling. It is a federal setup, and politics may be different. There may be difference of opinion, different ideology. But to focus on people, the government should attend the forum and follow the system properly to get things done, no? When it is not, then accusing, then this is not, and the people are not getting, I am not for that. Thank you.
Ma'am, what do you think of the BJP Mukt Bharat slogan? Huh? What do you think of the BJP Mukt Bharat slogan?
No, I don't want to answer any political question here.
Whenever you go to districts, you complain about lack of protocol, breach of protocol.
Yeah.
No SP comes there, no district collector comes there. Why are you lying low? Why don't you assert yourself and your position?
Why?
Why don't you assert your position?
No, it is actually, we can wake up a person who is really sleeping. We cannot wake up a person who is pretending to be sleeping. As if they don't know, okay, assertiveness, I will tell, okay, you have to come. They are not coming. Then I can use my power to any extent. But I don't know on whose note they are not coming, why they are not coming. When I know that I don't want to concentrate, so only I told, in spite of all those things, if I am concentrating on that only protocol issue, no, my intention and to help the people and everything will be tarnished. Only that will be focused. So even when our honorable, when our media friends started asking, okay, everyone is seeing, so no, don't ask about that, because repeatedly when it is done, what should I do? I don't want to use such powers in that way, because they know very well they are on why they are doing this. They are an Indian administrative service. I know very well. I know very well all the protocols, how they should follow, what they should follow, to whom they should follow, everything I know. In spite of knowing they are not coming, I don't want to focus, because I am not at the back of them, behind them, so that you give me respect. I am not expecting. I only tell that this office should be respected. This is not Tamilisai. Tamilisai may sit in this chair or not. Okay, tomorrow another governor come. Well, will you follow the protocol or not? Why are not following a protocol? Because I am a woman? Otherwise, I am from, I am doing people service. Otherwise, I am not obeying you all in all the ways. Why? Openly come out. I told my office is very transparent. I can give the list of the appointments, how many people I am meeting, what all the parties I am meeting. I am meeting all the parties. It is not only BJP. In fact, I have met BJP people much lesser times than any other parties. So many Congress people I have met, TDP I have met. Even TRS friends, even before they used to come, I have met. All the organizations I have met. Everyone I am meeting. There is no, I am not discriminating. When the appointment list is given, I am not seeing that, oh, this is this party, that party. I know my duty. I am a well-educated person. I am a very social person. I have a very good experience in public life. A governor, how to act. As a governor, I know how to, as a political president, I know. The day I stepped in the Raj Bhavan, I started following what a governor should follow, not a political leader. I am holding in charge of another state also. What all their lieutenant governor duty is entirely different. Governor duty is entirely different. I am doing my governor duty here and lieutenant governor duty there. But I am disheartened to see the people suffering. So many things can be done. Why it is not done? So if it is not known, how a first citizen can talk? How a governor can talk? When an ordinary citizen can talk, why can't a first citizen cannot talk? That is my question.
హలో మేడం, నేను రెహమాన్ జనం సాక్షి పత్రిక నుంచి. గవర్నర్ పదవి రాజకీయాలకు అతీతమైంది. ప్రజా సమస్యల పరిష్కారానికి విభాగాలు ఉన్నాయి. మీరు అందులో జోక్యం చేసుకోవడం వల్ల మీ పరిధి దాటి వ్యవహరిస్తున్నారని ప్రభుత్వ ప్రతినిధులు అంటున్నారు. మీరు దీని మీద
very good question. I am not interfering at all. I am again telling, I am not a controversial person. I am a constructive person. I am asking one question. Somebody come and tell you, you are not elected representative. Somebody coming and telling you, I am suffering from this problem. You go and tell your elected representative. If the elected representative is not reachable, if I am reachable, will you write a letter or will you inform your people representatives of your area, this person came and approached me? That is humanitarian. You cannot tell that, oh no, you go and see your elected representative. Your elected if not reachable, if I am reachable, if people believe me and tell me, it is the duty of the elected representative, even if a common citizen gives a representation, it is the duty of the elected representative to see it. So if the representation is from the governor's office, I won't see, means that's not correct. So if they are performing, why somebody is coming to the Raj Bhavan office? If everything is done, if every people representative is reachable, why they are coming to governor's office? Why the representation is coming to here? It's an easy job for me. But because it is not done, only they are coming. Again and again telling, I am not interfering with the people representatives' rights and I am not in competition with them. As a common citizen, as a person who is concerned about others, this is the only way I am approaching. That's again and again I said, there is no any personal motive or personal intention, nothing I have.
Madam, the differences between you and the Chief Minister first came into the open when you were denied the opportunity to address the Assembly on the ground that the Assembly was not prorogued. But the government has claimed that trigger was that the first trigger came from you by going ahead with the Republic Day speech, which was not cleared by the cabinet. This is against the Constitution.
No, I am asking, before that, why the governor was not allowed to hoist the flag? Why there was not a parade? What made them to pass a resolution in the ministry saying that let the governor hoist the flag inside the Raj Bhavan? It's the pride of the country, it's the pride of the state, it's not the right of the governor. All the states had parade. Why the people of Telangana denied that pride? Did any activities took part in because of COVID? No political gathering was there. COVID was only in Telangana. With all political COVID protocols, all the states I can say not even a single state denied the hoisting of the flag. Every state had parade with COVID protocol. That was the second phase, second wave. First wave, it's not the first wave, second wave, which was milder, and all the states. Only Telangana is bothered about COVID. Only governor of Telangana should be protected from COVID. All the states had a parade, even central had a parade. I can accept if there was no any political gathering or no any gathering before the Republic Day. Okay, why can't this keep the seats with social distancing? And what made you then? When my office asked give the speech, they denied the speech. Governor should not talk. How can they tell like that? First citizen, when this is the celebration of 75th year, we have the right to talk, but then a governor is telling, no, don't talk because we won't give. If they are not giving, should I shut my mouth? Don't I have the right to talk? Should I read only what they give on a Republic Day? I lauded the people of Telangana. I appreciated the farmers. I appreciate the IT professionals. I appreciate the frontline warriors. Nobody came to the Republic Day. Okay, I'm telling, okay, I conduct the program because of your resolution. I conduct the program at Raj Bhavan. Why didn't you come? What prevented your MLAs not to come? What prevented your MPs? What prevented your councillors? It's an untouchable place, Raj Bhavan? Is it untouchable place, I'm asking? Are you discriminating? I am hoisting my proud flag, proud of my country, pride of my country. I am the first citizen of this state. Why you are not attending? Only all my staff and I hoisted in front of the frontline warriors. I respect the frontline warriors more than you. What made you not to come? Why you didn't come? Okay. Then you won't come, you won't allow, but you won't give the speech also. But you will tell you I should not talk. I will talk as a common, not as a first citizen, as a common citizen of India. I will talk. That is my answer. They cannot.
Hello, Madam, on a scale of, let's say, on a scale of.
Hi friends, మా టుడే టుమారో యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ చూస్తున్నందుకు చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. మరిన్ని లేటెస్ట్ వీడియోస్ కోసం వెంటనే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. అలాగే ఈ బెల్ ని కూడా రింగ్ చేసేయండి. మా నోటిఫికేషన్స్ అన్ని మీ మొబైల్లో వస్తాయి. అలాగే మా వీడియోస్ మీకు నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, నచ్చకపోతే కామెంట్ చేయండి.